on. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Can y'all hear me? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Well, y'all, we have some stuff that we're gonna talk about tonight. I hope y'all is good and ready to get this going, cause we gonna do make it do what it do and all that kind of good stuff. So you know, some people don't put their foots in their mouths, and we finna go ahead and get this right on together. What's up, Ohio's in the building? The one and only Nivea is in the building, and Lee is in the building. If y'all are listening to this, what's on Spotify? Come on in the room. Thank y'all for joining me on Spotify because this is a hot. I normally don't get on hot topics and trending topics and all that kind of stuff tonight, y'all. But we're gonna talk about a couple things, and a couple things we're just gonna do it. This we're gonna be just like Daisy, just a dab will do. So until we getting ready to do the dab, y'all, let's go ahead and get the show started because the night of shade begins now. So y'all, since y'all are just some of y'all are just now coming in and joining us this evening, I would like to say and I bid you all a well and a how to do, and I hope that y'all are having a magnificent torrentious and all that kind of good stuff. It's just this time because we're gonna get ready to get into this. Um, we are not. Child, I was sitting and I was looking and I was talking to Lily beforehand because I was trying to get the show queued up and ready to go. And in Ramam. Um, I don't know why YouTube did not take and allow the show to be already up there because I had did the show this morning. I had it set and prepped and ready to go and all that kind of good stuff this morning. And YouTube said, "No, ma'am, you gonna be ready when we say you ready." And I had it already prepped and ready to go. So my time frame that I was using to get everything together, so YouTube is getting me it on together tonight. So um yes, we just gonna do it like this. So without further ado, we're gonna bring on the panelists of minds and we're gonna go ahead and get this thing going. The one and only, the owner of PassTheSugar.com, the one and only Lily. What's the T? Lily? Can y'all hear me?
My bad, y'all. I had my mic on mute.
Oh, I was like, can y'all hear me?
We got you, girl.
Oh,
Hey,
okay. What's
it's the
T?
night
What's
of shade.
T?
It's the night of shade. I said, hey,
Say
it's the
hey.
night of shade. It's the night of shade.
Hey. It's the night of shade. It's the night of shade. Say hey.
Hey,
Speaking of shade, here's Bambi the
the
shade.
queen herself.
Oh, she got a shirt
Girl.
And she
on.
got her shirt on. Oh, wait, she about to read tonight, honey.
She about to get
She
real
about to
nasty and
read.
ignorant tonight,
I just
baby.
got home from Cheddar's, girl.
Oh,
She
she
was sitting.
finna
She was sitting at the bar, honey. The girls was buying shots, girl. I was like, okay.
Oh,
shot, shot, shot,
shut,
shot,
shut.
shot,
You know
shot.
I make. You know I make
Everybody.
friends when I sit at the bar, girl. I was like, okay, girl.
And if you didn't know, here shots turn to shade, honey. So be prepared.
Right, right.
And bitch, all I had time to do was take my pants off, bitch. I was like, ugh.
Oh
I
Lord,
gotta, bitch. I
well,
done got fat and full, bitch. You know I have to undo that.
I
I had
understand.
to, and baby, that stomach was, honey, that old nasty
You
chicken
had to
fried
let the
chicken.
goat go.
Listen,
Baby,
this is a
that chicken
fat-friendly
fried chicken dinner,
platform.
honey.
We do all body types, but honey, we rap it for the big girls. Come on now.
Right. Work out for the big girls.
Watch out for the
Work
big
out for the
girls.
big girls.
Watch out for the
Hey,
big girls. Big girls.
hey.
Big girls. So I picked up that phone and I knocked that little bitch down. Ow.
Hmm.
Ooh, my
Yes.
God, today.
How is everyone?
Child Nivea done got us right on together.
What she say?
Yes, honey,
She
yes.
said the impromptu theme song.
Okay.
And if you hit it,
Girl,
Peter
and we not
Sutton,
gonna play like
you
she ain't
heard
over
it
there
here
drinking,
first.
girl. Cause I know she got old nasty beverage.
Yes, honey. Well, who got the beverages, honey?
Oh, y'all. Oh,
Is
Nivea.
that
y'all.
my go-go?
I was just gonna say the go and go is in the building, baby.
Oh, you know it's about to be a
Came.
read tonight,
She done
honey.
came in,
Oh,
baby.
I
She
know
done
I'm
let the
not seeing what
girl.
I'm thinking, what I'm seeing,
Yes,
She
it's
girl.
the
came
go
in,
I
and
honey.
know
She
go.
Miss
passed some things
I
to
know
slap.
Miss
Miss
Go Go's in the
Bridget,
building.
girl.
Yes.
Hey Bridget, I miss
Yeah.
you. I miss you in those titties.
Mm.
I need her to see. I need her eyelash, whoever does her eyelashes, honey, girl. Because
You know what, Bridget? Just in honor of you, girl, I got something special for you. Let me get her right on together.
Lord.
Yes.
I
Yes.
thank God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I thank
What
God.
happened?
You ain't see it.
It was only up for half a second.
That's how long the clip is.
Oh. It didn't even play that the first time.
I don't think you was paying attention to, but it played it though. It's
So
all right.
before we start, please everyone check your internet connections. Make
Oh,
sure it's
Girl,
properly
here
working.
she go, girl.
Did you pay the
oh,
Girl,
bill?
oh.
girl. The bill, she's
Are you on
paid.
your phone or are you on Wi-Fi?
She's on
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. But if I was on my phone, she
Mm.
would still be okay.
We don't know about Alltel.
Girl, this isn't Altel, girl. This isn't
I'll tell us no.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. God can handle it better than you can. Leave it alone.
My God,
That's
today.
what that last run she does. Oh my God.
look, I have to give me an old nasty little
Hit
I
her
have to cut me an
along.
old nasty
Wait,
little
hold on,
beeline like
hold
Philly
on.
boy today, girl. Baby, it was 104 degrees here. I was like, no ma'am.
Girl.
These
Right, has
titties need to
everyone been
breathe,
going through
honey.
a heat
Okay.
wave? Child, because oh my
I don't
God.
know. The heat wave has been.
Shotgun.
I'm too fat for this little
So
weapon. I can't do this.
Shooting for a run now.
so before we get
Okay.
into the things that we was gonna get into, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about my whole trip. So y'all know I went to Tennessee this weekend and I went up there and
Mm.
I seen Savanches and I seen Nice View. And we had ourselves old good old time and everything and all that kind of good stuff.
Oh, girl, does he look scrumptious in person?
Huh?
Nothing.
What'd you say, huh?
Nothing.
Girl, because you done sat over there and got fooled and shit don't mean you gonna come on here being rude, ho. Not tonight.
What she say?
What I said wasn't rude.
What you
It
said,
was a
ho?
compliment.
Everything that comes out your mouth to be rude, honey.
Repeat what you said
But
then.
that wasn't rude. I said, does he look scrumptious in person?
I mean, I yes. hmm I was gonna go there with you, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
I know.
Leave it alone.
It
Leave
was
it
very
alone.
much a needed situation until everything was rolling good, and I'm gonna get started off with my grievances, and y'all can chime in whenever y'all have your own grievances. So we went to a club. Well, it's not a club. It's more like a bar
Like a lounge.
slash lounge slash just a vibing spot. So,
Girl, here go Nivea.
ooh, not that I know he's so fine. I know who you talking about. Oh, mm, you know what? Y'all is not
Girl,
gonna
you
be like
know,
this
maybe
this
don't care if
evening.
they got a man or not. That don't mean nothing.
Right. So we went to the grand opening of Club MC something. I got it on my phone. I had a better picture of it, but it is what it is. It's not really that
Hmm.
relevant. So the club, give me a moment, y'all, so I can pull up the name of the club. Sorry, y'all. Normally, I'm a little bit more organized and organizations and all this kind of organizations and all this kind of stuff, but I'm not this evening. So it is the MGN MC club bar restaurant type deal, and the grand opening was Saturday.
Hmm.
Okay, so
So
let
you
let
had to
me.
fight, child.
So we go into the club. Excuse me, it's not even a club. We went to the bar. The bar opened um at 8 o'clock. We were there like 8:15, 8:30 ish. We were in line until um
Hmm.
was in the line until like 9:30, 10 o'clock that night. Mind you, the venue they took and it was cute. They took and they converted it
Hold
from an
on.
old
Is
house.
this a gay club, lounge, whatever?
It's supposed to be a mixture because it's for black men.
Oh, okay.
And y'all know I'm all for supporting our black owned, black operated businesses. But the lounge and everything, and this is my personal opinion of the whole situation. Everybody has their own. But the consensus was pretty much the same. So we get there. On top of us standing in line, they didn't have like something like a little fan that's pushing cool air to you, which a lot of clubs don't do it. But I'm thinking, the grand opening, the club wasn't even at capacity. It was Let me stop saying club. The
Right.
lounge was not even at capacity. And we stood outside for like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. I could be a little bit
What was the
exaggerating, but I'm
reason?
not. I'm getting to that.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. I have
So
fun.
the first,
Right, because I was like, girl.
I feel like the owners of it had their guests, and then it opened up. Maybe they had it at a certain time, and then they took and turned around and they opened the rest of the experience to everyone else. Nevertheless, to say that the first opening day, you expect for everyone to be able to not only sample all products, but to be able to have a full experience of it. We get in there after standing in line. We got in there like 9:45, no lie. So it was only five of us. We had to take and split the five of us up to four, and then the last person of our party got to come in, which was very unprofessional. We went in and we sat down at the they had like one of those half couches and like a couple of the little small tables and chairs and stuff. And it was six people that could sit there. Like 6 to 7 people that could sit there very comfortably. Cause nobody was really big except for me. I was the fattest one, like I always am, but it is what it is. So we were standing outside and we
And
downloaded
you was
the
still
whole
perched sitting cute on the couch,
and
period.
was and was.
Uh-uh.
So I took and they gave we looked it up and you could download the whole little menu and get what the experience was, and they had like this platter thing that we was going to take an order, had a sample of all of the food they offered for $100 plus their other cocktails. Mind you, again, this is grand opening, and I keep emphasizing this is grand opening to my black own operated and business venture people together. If
Have
you know
your
you're
shit together before the
expecting,
due date.
correct, if you are expecting a huge crowd of people because you've released TikTok videos, you released social media, you have two other successful vineyards that
Girl, go in there where they is, cause I want to cackle. Girl, here's baby, they is in there cackling.
they this works my motherfucking nerves. But I said all that to say this. When you go to a black owned, black operated black owned, black operated and you expecting a experience and you're already going to have a little bit higher than normal. Let's be real. Rate of pay that you take and you pay for stuff because the initial and the quality of stuff that we try to provide to people more or less is always a little bit more higher quality stuff. But this is where it pisses me off as we sit down. They said, "Oh, I'm sorry, the kitchen is closed." This is, mind you, they close the kitchen at 10 o'clock. They don't close up until 2 a.m. Grand opening night. And the only people that truly got to experience what the kitchen had to offer and or what the true experience was of the whole situation was the friends of the owners.
They
What?
should have
And
been running.
I sat there and I looked at them and I was like, y'all don't realize the power of social media. Like, I'm not a huge YouTuber. I'm not a big influencer and stuff like that. But you never know who's gonna come across and pick this video up and look at it. And for them to have several successful restaurants in Nashville, you already know what it takes and what people with your name tied to it. You already know what people expect from your brand. Is what I'm getting to. You had no adequate parking. You're next door to a Popeyes. You're across the street from a Captain D's, and you know, if anyone knows anything, when you park in those type of parking lots, those your car is
Towing.
subject to take pulls. So,
So they should get with them it's after hours they're closed.
but
Pay
Popeyes
them
stay
to
open.
have parking.
Some Popeyes stay open until midnight.
Okay,
So you
Livia,
can't
I'm confused.
necessarily you can't
Not
necessarily
in
say that.
Davidson.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know in Detroit, ours stayed open till 2 a.m. You
Mhm.
know, and then they closed down. You know, they got everything clean, stripped together, and then put back together. You open right back up at 11 o'clock. Long story
These
short,
hoes be mad when you in the line at 9:45.
we had two different servers. The first server act like she really didn't want to take care of us, so we got pawned off on this other young lady, which she took care of us, but she kept forgetting the orders. They ran out of frozen, like cold glasses to take and put your beverages in, so she brought out glasses with ice in it, and the ice started melting.
Oh,
Like I'm sitting, I'm observing this whole situation. My drink had ice in it, but it was lukewarm because the glass was hot.
Was hot.
I got
That mean it
one
came right out the washing
the
did
machine.
they put like one ice
The
cube? I'm
dishwasher.
confused.
like it didn't put like one ice cube in there, but they put several ice. Well, you know, a drink is coming out anyway. It's gonna have a certain temperature to it. Let's just be real. You know, unless you're running through you have everything on a time basis. That's why they have you to make sure when you're doing well drinks and stuff like that, that your drink well stays full of ice to keep the carbonation cold and you keep the sodas cold. Let's just be real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, um, the drinks came out. They were good, but it was mediocre because you had hot glasses that you're taking and sipping and drinking out of, which who pays, you know, 15, $16 for drinks and they're already starting to melt before you
Oh,
can even sit there and enjoy them.
oh no, 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 no.
So then you could tell that from the way it appeared, I'll put it like that. Somebody was sitting up there and had their Uncle Bubba to cut take and come in and to Jimmy rig the lights because anytime the boom and the bass, because they had the speakers mounted in the ceiling. So anytime someone had it was a bass song that came on there, the lights flickered on and off like they was inside of a damn nightclub. And then they had a heavy set lady come and she started playing with the light fixture, which the dimmer and stuff like that. So at one time we were sitting up looking at each other and all we seen was our eyes. So, I mean, the overall is this. You are a known set of young men that is doing something different. But you're doing something different and you're sitting around and you're still doing all these extra shortcuts. If you were not going to be prepared, adequately prepared for a grand
Move your
opening,
opening.
you should have moved the grand opening. You should have did a soft opening to work out your kinks.
Right.
Just let everybody that came in, and don't
Your
advertise it.
friends and family should have been at your soft opening, and your grand opening should have
Then
been for
your grand
everybody.
opening, you would have
Right.
worked out
Right.
all your kinks. You would have had adequate people because the lady at the door, she was like, "Well, we're kind of sort of shorthanded in this, that, and the third." You're opening
Wait.
up
You're
a
not
brand
shorthanded on
new
your
business.
first day. You
How
need
you
more
short-handed
staff
on the
because you're going
grand
to have more
opening?
people. You need to hire people that just need to make a little money just to pay their last little bit of rent they need or whoever.
Babe, it's not even that. If they would came out and the way that they were taking and doing stuff, it was more people that could have been sat. It was the efficiency of the way that they were doing things.
They
And
should have
if
had
they had
valet.
everything prepped and ready to go, like I
So
have to
I'm
say
gonna
with
get
big,
bored that
I
way.
had to say the difference between mom and pops. Like I would consider this more or less like a mom and pop because it's not a chain. It's a neighborhood bar. You still over order. If you feel like that 12 cases of glass is going to get you through, you order 24 cases of glasses. So you have
You
some
still
in
gonna end
the
up using
freezer
them.
that's ready to go. So
Mhm.
when you ran through those first ones that's frozen and ready to go, you can take and pop them the other ones in there. You know what I'm saying? They're already in the freezer. All you got to do is just rotate and pop
You
them
still
in there.
gonna use them. When your employees break them or whoever break them, somebody gonna fight you. Like you
Right.
still gonna have to order
Exactly.
more.
But
Right.
then
It's not like you wasted money.
my biggest to the whole situation is that one of the workers came out and said, "Hey, well, have y'all downloaded the app? Well, not the app, the PFI, and seen that the menu or whatever like that. So if you're telling us about food, we get there, we get seated at 9:45. The kitchen closed at 10.
Bitch, I'm not downloading no app, no goddamn menu.
I mean, it was cute because we were standing and we was waiting. We needed something to do. I ain't even gonna
That's
sit up
not
here and
cute.
lie about that. And
Bitch, how about you stay
Because
here
you
and
thought
tell
you'd
me
be
what's
in
on the
the next
menu?
15 minutes. Like, okay, cool.
but my point that I'm saying is that we have been standing in line since
An
roughly,
hour
I
and
would
a
say, an
half.
hour, hour and a half to from an hour to hour and a half. I'll put it like that. And for us to stand in line, watch several people to come out, then they come out and they're ranting and raving about, oh, the food is good, this, that, and the third. But when you get there and you're expecting to experience what the food is giving, you're not able to get the food. The service was mediocre at best. And to have
Now,
lame, watered down sodas and drinks and stuff, that's not for
I
your
can
grand opening.
understand. I can understand if y'all get in there and it's like 1:30 or whatever their last call is, and they can't serve drinks anymore. But for you to not be able to serve food and you still got people standing outside waiting to get in, it's not like they just showed up. Y'all closed at 10 and they showed up, walked in the door at 9:45.
Right. And the it's what's not scheduled to close until 2:30 that morning. But the
Baby,
kitchen
you just gonna have
closed.
to pay
I've
your kitchen
never,
overtime.
I've
How the
never
kitchen
heard of,
closed?
But
The
it.
then
kitchen is not the bar.
that's the
They
thing
had
that
last call on food.
that's
Like,
the thing that got me though was with the whole situation. This is one of the, I don't know if he was the owner or if he was the head cook or whatever. He kept coming to this one particular table, and he kept offering and buying and bringing out them certain dishes, and like people in
He
front of
must have
us are
knew that.
still getting certain dishes and different things like that. What irritated me was it was the whole experience. If you are saying that this is your
wow.
lunch, this is your grand opening, like with me, when I came to Nashville, it could have been
You
my
walked
place to go
around to
to.
every table.
Right. But this could have been my little bop spot that I could have came through to take and chill because it had a nice vibe. I like the old classic
The
theme to it and
ambiance.
all this kind of stuff and the ambiance to the whole situation. But it was just no parking. So you're gonna have to pay for parking or park on the street. Who likes to park on the street when people take it, act stupid and hit your car? Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? You have no parking. The kitchen closed up early. And for
Did they
those
have
of us,
valet?
huh? No, they didn't have
Did
no
they have a?
valet.
They
They
should have
had
had
two
valet.
people call themselves being security there. One of them looked like if a wind blew hard enough, he was gonna be over.
Now, how you, wait a minute, hold on. Wait,
No,
you
no.
only got two security people?
I seen two. One that was standing at the door, and the other one that was like the
She
maitre
said
d' that
if
was
the
help
wind
seating.
blew hard, it's gonna be over.
You know what?
Like I said, this is my opinion. This is the way I feel about it. It's just like people have opinion about my channel on how I should take and run my channel. Opinions entitled to everybody. Opinion is like an asshole. Everybody got one. But on your first night of doing something,
Yeah.
it's very lackluster, and it makes the people that came didn't want to come out anymore to see what you had going on. That's what makes people not want to take and support you.
Hold on.
That's
So my
what
my
gives people.
question:
Hmm?
why was the wait so long?
Good question. I can't answer that.
That's my like. Y'all got there at 8:15,
We got there 8:15, 8:30 ish at the latest.
and you got in at 9:45.
Yep.
I
And
mean, did they not
then
have enough tables, or they didn't have enough staff?
when we sat down,
So
she came over, and when we sat down before she could say, "Hey, can we get your drink orders?" This, that, and the third. When we sat down, she said, "The kitchen is closed. How can I take your order?"
I'm confused. So why were they
Bitch,
open
when the
so
kitchen
late?
closed, they should have said there. They somebody should have walked outside in that long line, said, "Hey, just letting y'all know the kitchen is closed."
Or it's closing up at such and such time, and when you get in, you're not expecting anything, but when you
No, no, no.
come and you
But
have
if this is a
employees
grand
to
opening,
stay.
your kitchen should not be closing.
Period.
You should keep that open. Then, like on the okay, like you know what, this is just a great open, but for
The
future
kitchen should
references,
close when the lights come on.
I've
I don't know how the
always
lights
said
was,
this,
but you know when the
even
club turn the lights on, it's time to go
I'm
right.
pretty
home.
sure the lights
even
was
even when even when I went to Atlanta drag clubs and stuff like that, and they had kitchens, the kitchen don't close up normally until like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning,
right.
and
Okay.
it still leaves them an hour, hour and a half to take and party and do whatever they want to do. And I do realize some venues, they do things differently, but on your grand opening, I keep saying your grand opening and black owned, black operated businesses,
Because
black people, we got to do better. Is she frozen or is it me?
this feature,
Somebody must have texted you or called you,
no,
because
my
that only happens when you
the
get
Wi-Fi
text or
was
calls.
resetting
Mm,
because you was circling on my end.
our circlings.
Hmm.
Oh,
It's the circles for me.
it's the no.
But
Yeah.
we're gonna take a small break, and when we get back after this break, we are getting into the end. I was trying to wait on Zyla. Zyla ain't got here yet, but we finna get into the baby
The
situation.
things of the
You
things,
know she
Yes,
gonna
we'll
come in.
be
Honey.
the
we'll be
diaper.
right back after. Do we want to do a funny video, or do we want to? We're gonna go to Pass the Sugar. We'll be right back, y'all. All right, Lily, you got the floor.
Well, thank you all. First off, thank you all for coming to the Jasmine Divine Night of Shade. You can find me at www.passdasuga.com. I am a genderqueer stylist and beauty advisor. You want to know what that is, honey? Go ahead to my website and check out what it is, honey. Let me tell you something. I can take your wardrobe and make something brand new out of it. I can help you find new pieces to add to it. I can help you turn that dead outfit into life, honey. So go ahead to www.passager.com. I am accepting new clients, especially with summer still going and the fall coming with the new shows coming. Honey, go ahead, get your life together and visit me. A genderqueer stylist like me is someone who does not take gender, male, female, that binary mess. I don't take that into consideration. I take you as a human being, your likes and your personality, and I create the wardrobe specifically for you. I've been doing this for years. I'm good at what I do, and I stand on what I do. So go ahead to www.pathtosugar.com. Give me a send me an email. Send me. You also find me on all platforms, pathsugar.com, or my personal media, Miss MXLEEANDER, ALEXANDER. Send me a message whenever queries you have. All of that. I also do virtual sessions. So if you don't want to meet in person, or maybe you're not in my area, I can do virtual sessions. I also do offer a free first consultation. So go ahead and visit me and let me help you get your life together, honey.
Alrighty then. Thank you so very much. So don't forget, coming up on Thursday, I am doing a very special um show that I've been saying I'm going to do it. I'm saying I'm doing it. I'm saying I'm doing it. I'm going to actually go ahead and do it. It's going to be a very special divine zone. Um, we're going to be talking about rape in the trans and gay community. Um, yeah, so um, we're going to be talking about it, and I hope y'all tune in. If not, I do understand it's not a subject matter that a lot of people like to talk about, but we're going to get into the things of the things. First up and most, we're gonna be talking about the baby and
The
Ti.
diaper tip.
So we're gonna be getting into the things of the things with those two right there. So, social media has been on fire since the weekend. He was at the Rolling Loud. I think that's what the name of the concert was. Is Rolling Loud. He got up on
Hmm.
stage. I was gonna take and pull the clips of the videos that he had out there, but I'm not finna try to get any kind of copyright strikes or anything for it. I'm not even finna go there. So if you are not caught up onto it, we're just gonna give you our thoughts and our opinions on it. I did pull a clip of his apology that he did on social media, and um some actors and actresses and music icons and stuff have spoke out against the homophobic um, flaws, and some of them have came to the rescue of his. Um, so what happened was he was on stage and he made references to people that have been basically living with HIV and AIDS, basically saying that within 2 to 3 weeks that he said at first 2 to 3 weeks, and then I later find out that he's recanting that and saying that he stated that it was 2 to 3 weeks. At first, he said it was 2 to 3 days that you would be dying. That them
Is
that
this
are
supposed
in
to be
the
better?
parking lot taking and um,
Sucking dick.
sucking dick in the parking lot, and he made the statement. He said, "So if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lighters up. And women, if you have water clean water smelling pussy, put your lighters up." I have two problems with both of those statements. And then for all you download gay suspect men that are in the parking lot sucking dick, first and foremost,
Mm.
why is it that a hetero man is so concerned with what someone gay is doing? Number one, if you so concerned with it, why are you so concerned with it? Number two, if the statement that if you have clean pussy is coming from was coming from someone that's gay, or let's just take and use this to call a kettle what a flight what it is. If it came from T.S. Madison, you have a whole big problems and have a whole big issues and everything. There's not been one female that found that there was an issue with how he said it. People, we got to do better. We keep hollering about that we want to have equal rights and equal this and black supposed to be helping black and all this kind of stuff, but how can we not get over wordplay when he took and diluted, talked down to, showed hatred towards a group of people. I'm taking the gay out of it, but you are taking a group of people that has been diagnosed and living with HIV. People, do your research. The highest cases that are taken in dealing with and or fighting and living with HIV and AIDS is Black and Latino women, and it keeps rising higher and higher from down low men that want to take and play both sides and cannot come out and be who they are.
Mm.
And I'm gonna be quiet in just a second to give y'all the opportunity to say what y'all got to say. It takes and it pisses me off that you have people that want to take and say that, and then they have the audacity. Ti want to take all of the legal stuff that he's going into. I don't even understand why he would even get into to even say anything, taking and throwing little nods into it. Because let's be frank and clear.
Can you tell me what Tip said? Because I heard what
Hmm?
Diaper said. I didn't hear what Tip said.
So Tip basically got on and onto the post and was basically saying, that they're upholding and praising like little Nas, and he need to basically go sit his fairy ass down in so many words. I'm just gonna say what he said. But little Nas' father came right behind him and said, "This is the same person that a couple of weeks ago you were taking pictures with, you were cool with. Now all of a sudden you're taking and throwing him into the mix. Like Little Nas was not even in the mix of any of this. But because he's getting his records played, he's making money, he's staying relevant. Why y'all upset and mad with him that he's staying relevant? People want to actually not strive to be who he is, but it's taking and enjoying his music and stuff. I don't understand it.
Hold on. So you said Tip said he was what?
Hmm?
Tip said he was what? That Lil Nas was what?
Tip basically said that, oh, no, Nas is doing this and that. Why is it a problem? I'm paraphrasing. Why is it a
Yes.
problem that the baby's saying this and doing this?
And this is the same one that's got legal problems
No,
now and
no. What I
legal
was trying
matters
to,
that's going on now. Basically what he was saying was he was trying to take and compare um Little
no,
Nas X and the
you
baby and
said,
the saying,
you, you said Tip said that Little Nas X is getting praised, but what is wrong with anybody praising Little Nas X?
because
You
he's
weren't
gay.
complaining because you weren't complaining when they were praising you when you were the king of the South and
The king of the
everything
who?
else.
Because
Rubber
he's
Band
gay.
Man, the king of the South, and whatever nickname he got,
That's still up for debate.
because you're no longer as relevant as you were, and because someone up and coming has stole your shine, your gigs, and your money. Now it's a problem.
That part.
I do feel like because
Little
not
Nas X
only
is in his
has
own lane. He don't disrespect nobody. He don't come for nobody
He minds his business.
except for 6ix9ine. But outside of that, he be in his own
I do
lane
feel
doing
like
his
this,
own
baby.
thing.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna say it for you. The reason why I
I'm
feel
getting
like that
mad.
is there's so much ignorance and stuff that's being shown towards Little Nas. Number one, he's still relevant. And number two, is making the statement of who we are more prevalent and is pushing
He's now
not
comfortable
not
with his
it's not
sexuality
yes, it's pushing being comfortable in who you are onto him, and he's relevant. Now, the baby, I looked and seen he's got several different records, um, and
Huh?
he's not achieved
I don't
the.
even feature him.
But I don't either. But I'm just saying, when I was doing my research, he has several different records. Little Nas is only on his sophomore record, which is his second record, and number ones and playtime and awards. Little Nas has surpassed him. I do feel like because he surpassed him, that's why I'm assuming that's why Ti took and was trying to make a comparison. But you can't compare. Talent is talent, and what people are into, what people are into. My whole thing, like me doing and talking about it tonight, it's not the rant and rave. It's not really to take and bash. It's having people to actually think for themselves. Now, when a whole trans woman get on and make the statements, y'all want to cuss, fuss, fight, be upset and mad, but you have an ignorant fool like this that has been known has slapped a woman. Oh, he want to apologize to her, but has slapped the woman. Now you go back and hold on. I got this from his Instagram. I mean his Twitter. Now he sitting up here trying to put this half-ass excuse up there that he's sorry that he offended HIV and AIDS having people, and he was insensitive now, and his but his LGB, and I'm paraphrasing because I'm not reading all of this, his LGBT plus communities with him and all this kind of stuff. But you're not at you. I don't understand it. Why is it still ignorant in 2021? Go ahead, baby.
Well, as someone that is living with HIV, for him to even come out of his dumbass face to say that the girls living with HIV will be gone in 2 or 3 days, whether you said 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 months, bitch, I've been living with HIV since 2009. Bitch, get over it. We still here.
Hello.
But he said that
And
his
it's not
fans
just
are
Magic
not
Johnson.
nasty. It's the other nasty gays.
But that's the
That's
part
what
I
he
don't
said.
understand.
His
That's
fans are
also
But you
not
sitting up
nasty,
here
no,
but the
singing
no,
other
no.
about
nasty
your girl
gays.
sucking your dick and doing this and doing that.
Right.
What is wrong with sucking dick? So now sucking dick is the issue when it's two men, but all your songs is suck dick, this and that. I fuck her,
Everywhere in the
I don't
world.
want no head. I don't want to know what the pussy like. I want to know what the mouth do. That two chains. My bad. I'm confusing the rappers, girl, because they all sound alike.
Lord,
Child same
But
damn
oh
here.
anyway,
my God, Shade.
um,
Threes. I need threes.
so I mean, it's what is the difference? Why did that even come up? So what happened to you before you got on stage to make you say that? Something happened. Did you see two niggas sucking dick in the parking lot and you just was, I mean, was he high? Was he drinking? Was he under the influence? And, because sometimes when
Baby,
you
it's
drinking and you see something and it's on your mind fresh and it just come out of your face to say
but
it.
what I
So
don't
understand. What the fuck
but
does
what
sucking dick and HIV have to do with
but
the
what
same
you
thing?
saying
Because it's not
what you
transmitted orally. So
but
one,
what
he
you
needs to be
saying
educated on everything because
right?
you're not just
But
gonna
what
put
you
no shit
saying
out there.
though? But what
Bitch,
you
I ain't got
saying
high.
though? I get what you're saying. This is what I'm saying though. Even if it is, even if you quote unquote you want to use the term, okay, I'm under the influence and it was so stupid. Why the next day when you don't had the time to think about it? At first, your publicist advised you to take and go and fix this, but you didn't fix it. You went
I
on
don't want your
Instagram.
apology.
Hold on, let me
Right.
finish though, baby, and then you can finish
Girl, I
saying
done
what
got
you got
me.
to say. But
But
when your publicist in your company, your media company advise you to go ahead and you fix this, you get on there and you say, I'm going to only speak about this one time and one time only. I'm not talking about the my fans. My fans ain't no nasty gays with HIV and AIDS and stuff. All this is on his Instagram, unless he don't took it off of there. Then you take and you post this
I
half-ass
see.
apology onto here. I don't understand it. Bambi, you got it. Go ahead, baby. Let loose and let go.
Go ahead, honey.
But it's still gonna be the same girls, the same way them hoes was over there doing Kaya makeup and fixing her bald head ass hair. They was over there all in her face. It's the same gays that are the problem. It's the same gays that, oh well, we still gonna bump his music. We still gonna all the
Mm-hmm.
chains. It's the girls bought 1/3 of that chain around his neck. So
Hmm.
they still
Mm-hmm.
gonna be bumping his music, doing this
At
and
the
doing
gay
that. When he come on
club.
the radio,
Hmm.
okay, fine. But if I don't know it's him, I'm not gonna. I mean, if the song is cute, okay, fine, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, you have fans, so you don't have to agree with everything that your fans do, but you don't have to knock everything that they do either. You don't. If you don't like something, you don't have to sit up here and disrespect or um, diminish, downplay, or anything like that. And if you said it, you said it.
Absolutely.
I'm sick of these
Absolutely.
publicists sitting up here telling they artists to apologize. Bitch, he said what he said. I
And
don't
he
want your
meant what he
half-ass
said.
apology, and
He
you didn't
meant
mean
it.
that.
He meant it.
He
I don't know.
he
I
said
don't
what
know
he said, and he meant what he said. And I don't want your apology because that apology is not what you meant.
Right.
too. So can I say
I don't
this?
want it.
Can I say this? I feel like this is something that has been historic within the Black community. It has always been the Black LGBTQ community who has always stood up for Black rights, queer rights. We started all this shit. Let's be real.
Yeah.
As mother would say, let's keep it 25,000. We
Hmm.
started all this shit. Behind the whole Black rights movement, it was nothing but Black gays, lesbians, trans women, trans men. It was all of them. The person who did the Million Man March, Bayard Rustin, was a Black gay man. And the reason you don't learn about him is because history teaches you, or they don't teach you,
They erased the
The
because
game.
hate.
the man was gay, so they excluded him from that. The whole gay rights movement, oh, honey, that was all nothing but Black trans women, honey.
Right.
When we want shit done, it's gonna be done. Excuse my language, but that's how it is. It's just how it is. So I feel like we at this point, I'm upset because don't give us the flowers, give us the respect. Even if you don't give it to us, honey, we will come and take it. We will come and plow that field. We will come and harvest what we sowed.
And the
Because at
piggyback
the
off
end
of
of the
what you're
day,
saying,
these cis black men and women ain't did what have you done? Show
and
me.
the piggyback off what you're saying, it was two black lesbians and it was two trans women that started the whole Black Lives Black and the Black movement to get equal rights for all of us. Two and two, trans and
And they
black.
still do what exclude us from that.
Then and they still want to exclude us from the table. We're not important. We're not relevant. They want us to come out there and do a show for you, but then when you get done with a show, and I even hate to say it, even with the get inside of the community itself, they want us to come and do the shows, but then when we get done with the show, oh, let's sweep them on to the back. Let's get the real men out here now.
Exactly, exactly. And I'm just at the point. I want to say I'm tired, but at this point, I'm done with being tired. I'm ready to stand up and do what needs to be. No, 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 no. We are the reason that the whole
Mm.
we have race. We are the reason that you can go to a restaurant now. I mean, not necessarily. There still is racism out there, but the basic progress we've had in the last 40, 50, 60 years was because of black LGBTQ bodies. Literally. Literally.
And it don't make any sense that we are still within this time and place. We still are minorities. And I don't know if y'all remember when I said it. I said it a couple weeks back. They erased the Black Lives Movement
Mhm.
and they replaced it with Asian hate. It got swept on the rug. Nobody talks about the Black Lives Movement at all. It's erased now. It's with Asian hate. And if you see Asian hate, say something about it. And I'm not talking bad about Asian hate or anything. They went from Asian hate. Now we done spun a whole nother web with foolishness. How dare somebody? You have babies, you have children born with HIV and AIDS that never asked for it.
Mhm.
So how can you? My thing
Because
is,
you have
how do
uneducated
you
niggas like
fix?
his.
Right?
Yeah.
How do you
Mhm.
fix? No, baby, you free to speak. But how do you fix your mouth to say something ignorant like that? And you have babies coming into this world with it that never asked for it. They didn't go out, they didn't fornicate, they didn't do any of that stuff.
I don't know what I think I'm just as I've grown and gone through my life and come to a I don't even get mad anymore. Like I'm upset about the whole thing, but like thank you for showing me your true colors.
I don't get upset about it, but what pisses me off is I let me rephrase that. I get upset, but I don't get mad
Mm-hmm.
because the that shows not only his education level of him being who he is, but that right there should show people that the ignorance and the hatred towards a black and gay or black and queer, because let's keep it 2000. Okay, if he said that about a female, there's been no backlash about the female. You done said this about a whole group of people that are surviving, not living. Let's fix that right there. It's not even living. That are surviving one of the most deadliest plagues that has ever hit mankind in general. You have children that are dealing with this plague that was set forth to take out a group of people, including your dumb black ass. So let's just keep
Oh,
it 2000. And fortunately for you, you don't have it. But before my brother, before you lay your head down and go to sleep for the very last time, if you get that opportunity to, you gonna reap what you sow.
you
You
sure are?
cannot spear all that evil and don't think it's not gonna come back to you.
You sure are.
How is it? I don't understand that. How is it that you're able to take and sleep at night knowing that you cause so much foolishness?
Mm.
You've never been relevant. You only been relevant on evil, nasty stuff. You've been relevant whenever you done slap, hump, punch, whatever it was that you did with this young lady.
Mhm.
Yet and
The
still,
young
some of us,
lady, the man in the airport, like he's a bully. You only a bully with your security, sir.
Can
So
I
you
right,
say
can calm
this?
all that down.
right. But you done took and you done did all of this foolishness, and then you got the floor legally. But you done did all this foolishness. What has it gained you?
Mhm. But how many black men who rock with him who say, "Oh yeah, I agree with him. It's gonna be in our DMs. It's gonna be in our messages. It's gonna be in our text messages."
Look, I tell
Because it's
you, the
toxic
same one that was
masculinity,
taking
them
and
stupid
doing
assholes.
the same one that was taking and turning around and doing the hype. Oh yeah, because some of them is looking suspect up in here. The same one that's saying,
But you,
"Oh yeah,
I
he's
just
looking
like yo
suspect."
in the parking lot, girl, bye, girl, bye.
Bitch,
The
whether I
same
chose
exact
to suck
one.
dick in the parking lot, the back of your car, in your garage, bitch, at your daddy house, that's my prerogative.
Let
Don't worry
me
about
be
where I'm sucking
clear.
dick at. That don't have
I
nothing to do
am
with you.
I am a whole whore. I believe in hoism. I believe I because I don't subscribe to this whole oh you got to be virtuous. You got to no forget that. You do you as long as it's consensual. As long as
Live
you
and
are
be your own person.
exactly that
Be
part.
I don't want to hear, oh well, girl, she don't have no morals, this and that. Bitch, I'm living my life. You live yours. If you
Even
don't
if I
like how I'm
don't
living
agree with
mine,
it, like
it
hey
don't
honey,
have
as long
shit to
as
do
you
with you.
happy,
Bitch,
as
I'm
long as
comfortable in my
ain't nobody
sexuality
harming
and in
you.
my own person to own up to what the fuck I'm doing.
Exactly.
But my
Just because
question,
my
I
moral
say,
standards don't add up to yours, don't mean I don't have no morals and values. Bitch, live your life. Get the fuck out of mine.
I want to ask the same question that Queen Diva asked Queen Diva, the one and only TS. What was the purpose of saying it?
That's why I was like, did something
What,
happen in the parking lot?
where did it come from? And nobody is able to answer it. Where
No
did it
one
come
can
from?
answer that because
What
I'm
made you
confused
stand
about
on
that.
stage in front of thousands and thousands of people? And let's be clear.
Was it one of
It's the
his homeboys he
same.
called?
It's the same situation when the Karens act crazy, when the Kens act crazy. It's the same thing. It's the same thing when you have police brutality out there. The
Hmm.
camera is always on. You never know who is recording you. You never know what is being taken out of context.
And see all this
How
backtracking, like Baby said. No, say oh,
how how are you that ignorant to
well,
have something that is internalized? It's just like I go back to the little bootsy crap. Same,
girl.
the same form of ignorance, but it's the same. It's the one and the same. It's the one
Come
and
back
the
to
same.
me.
It's the same ignorance. How do you sleep at night with yourself? But you are going to reap what you sow. I don't care how okay or whatever you are with it, you gonna reap what you say. What's up, co-hostess?
What's up, baby?
Mm.
Hey,
Child, we talking
Savon.
about the food.
The diaper, as Baby calls him.
The food, the
The
food,
food.
the
The
baby,
diaper. The
The
diaper. Yeah.
diaper.
the
I'm
infant.
just
Tatara, you late too?
Okay.
so I
Hey,
want to know
Tatari.
who hurt her.
Hey,
Who
Lyric.
hurt you, baby? Who hurt you? Because I know good and damn well it was some girl in the comments. Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute! Yes! The Rita has arrived.
I'm just going to give a clarification just so y'all know. Silent artist is no longer here. Violent artist is here
Oh,
tonight.
you know,
However, so that
Not violent.
means everything I say shall be used as a weapon. Girl, because I'm tired of you girls. Y'all always want to be doing this. I'm tired of the daggone music industry, girl, because I'm going to drag y'all to it, girl. Because this is a continuous thing in the music industry, girl. Every 5 minutes, when we find a new artist, there's always somebody with a homophobic past. These were tweets were back in two. These were tweets from 2 years ago, or you're just being homophobic just in the open.
Now,
Then
I'm
yeah,
not going to fault somebody for 10 years ago because everybody can change their mind and, people can grow this and that. But I'm not going to excuse it. But at the same time, I'm not going to
no, I'm talking about the
lay
girls from
somebody on
two
the
years ago.
cross.
I'm talking about the girls from 2 years ago.
Doja Cat.
City girls. while all the girls and the gays keep dancing to all that shit the city girls do. Mama just 2 years ago was talking about how she was gonna beat her son if he turned out to be gay girl. That wasn't too long ago.
I can't blame them for that. I just blame people for believing that people. I've always said, baby, when it show up in your house, you'll tell me how you really feel. But until it show up in your house, all that shit you say, I always guess.
Now,
I always question it anyway.
That
I
part.
wasn't mad
True.
at I don't know which one said it. I think it was
It was.
JT.
I don't think. No, it wasn't JT. I think it was.
No, it wasn't. Does
It
JT
was.
even have
Oh,
kids?
It was Miami.
the
Yeah.
one that can't rap on the beat.
Oh,
Um
oh my. Can I see your threes?
I
Well,
call. I.
so
I call her breathe.
I'm
I call her breathe a lot. That's what I call her. Breathe a lot.
girl, Tony Braxton's double.
We
Um
ain't gonna disrespect the legend girl because that hoe is not a
I
no,
legend.
I'm
agree.
talking about
Tony Braxton. Tony
you know
Braxton is the
Tony
legion. Tony
you
Braxton
know
is the
Tony put a
legend,
Tony put an extra three breaths on this. Breathe again. Okay.
girl. Because
We don't.
Tony ain't out of breath when
Ooh,
she's doing
We
her
respect
performance.
Tony Braxton here. We ain't gonna do that.
We ain't gonna disrespect Tony D Braxton.
hold on, girl.
Not with
I
me,
just
girl.
again, I just don't
Girl.
understand with
That's what
the
I get for
statement
talking
being
shit.
so broad the way the statement is. Like you have, I brought it up. I don't know if y'all were listening to it or not, but you have whole children, babies coming into this world that was born with HIV and AIDS,
But
um,
even
and you
And can
are
I say,
offending. But I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let y'all have it. But I don't understand how you can take and generalize something so I can't fathom how you can take and generalize it, and then you want to take and come through with a half-ass apology that your publicist told you to do it. But you've already stated that it's not your fans that's the nasty gays, but it's the rest of them.
mhm.
As
And
if
then
you don't have gay
if it
fans.
came from a trans woman saying that, women with clean smelling water pussy, put your lighters up, it would have been a whole issue.
A whole issue.
But it's not one that I came through and said that they had an issue and a problem with. And it's like Baby stated, it's the same gays that's gonna be right there the next time, pumping them up, still supporting them, listening, buying their music. They're gonna be the same ones that's out shopping for him, and probably at the end of the night, the same one that's gonna make sure that he got his crazy behind home and not getting shot and killed somewhere. The same exact ones. Make it make sense to me. I'm done. Y'all can go ahead.
baby,
Gladly
go
go ahead.
ahead. Baby, go ahead.
I have an issue with straight men that are so masculine to the point where they have an issue with someone just because of their sexuality. I have an issue with you because you think because you're more masculine than me or you're more of a real nigga than I am. And I go back. I was watching another YouTuber talk about this, and I had to agree with certain things that you say. You think because you're more masculine, you're more just in the streets, you're more of a real nigga than I am, or so you think that you're a real man, but you are having all these kids, but you're worried about me being gay, me having HIV, as if you can't get it, but you sitting up here, got a baby mama, got a wife, got a girlfriend, fucking everything raw, got 4 and 5 chicks on the side, as if you can't contract anything, ain't used the condom in the last 10 years,
Hmm.
got all these kids. Who has to raise those kids? Not you. Who is up with your girl at night when she crying because your ass done cheated on her, or she done put you out the house for the 15th time, or because she need a little extra money because your ass ain't paying your child support? Who do she call? Not the gays. She calls the gays. We have to deal with that. And I know that firsthand because my cousin deals with
Nigga.
that. I've dealt
Savon.
with it firsthand. My cousin got a whole sorry ass husband sitting on the couch. When I was working 3 jobs, they got 5 kids. Now, yes, if I have it, that's my cousin. I'm gonna give it to her whether she, That's my favorite cousin at that. If she needed, okay, fine. But my thing is, you have a whole nigga sitting on your couch.
I don't
If y'all
know.
are struggling, y'all need to be struggling together. You don't need to be struggling by yourself. And you got a whole nigga sitting with you. That's my thing. So
That's how I was
because you're
raised.
more
That's how I
masculine,
was raised.
so because you're more masculine than me, that makes you a real man. That makes you a real nigga because you out here in the street. Okay, and you a sorry ass nigga. I don't give a fuck how much the diaper has. You still sorry. If a girl hits you and your first reaction is to pop her in her face, that's a punk. I don't give a fuck who you are. I was not raised, and I'm gay. I was not raised to put my hands on a woman. And I'm not gonna let no woman beat my ass. But if she, you a man, you should be able to take a punch. I'm sorry. And the girl didn't even hit him. Somebody else hit him, and he punched the girl, knocked her out,
Because he thought she punched him.
cause he's a punk.
Savon,
Oh my
Hmm.
god.
what you got to say?
A punk only do
I
that. A
don't have
punk
nothing to
only
say
show
about
out.
her.
A punk only show out in front of their friends. Bitch,
I
show
have
up by
nothing.
yourself.
I have
Show out by
nothing.
yourself, and I want to see you come out on top.
No, Savon, I want to hear your
I
reason.
have nothing to say about Dorisha.
It's a
Or
Dorisha
as
for
I would
me.
say, since his real name is Jonathan, I'm gonna call him
Johnetta.
Jonetta girl.
I don't
Jonetta
have nothing to say
girl.
about Johnetta.
Mm, Jonetta
Mm-mm.
girl.
So what about Tiana,
Oh.
Who?
Who
Tipalana,
Tiana?
Okay, but
Tipalana,
don't she got legal problems she need to be attending to?
Tipalana?
Hold on.
Oh,
Jasmine,
girl,
can
I
I
thought
go
we were
back?
so. I was
Can I
like, wait.
go
I was like, what did Tiana say? I was like, girl, okay,
yeah,
I'm
can I
caught
go
up.
back to the
I
beginning,
was like, wait a
girl?
minute.
Because again, I don't live this life. However, this is also my problem,
Girl, we called her Tippy Toe.
just in general with the girl, with the motherfuckers in the world. How many times we gotta tell you hoes that HIV don't just reside with the LGBT girl? How many times we gotta say it? How many times we gotta scream it? How many commercials we have to put on TV? You see the same daggone commercials
Hmm.
I see on TV every day, girl.
Especially
And
when the
they
babies are
always,
born with
and
it.
again, not only in the commercials, they always have representation of all people that are mostly affected by HIV. There's somebody that is openly queer. There's somebody that is a straight black woman.
Latino.
So it's not just one side, girl. How many times we got to
They don't
show
want to,
you
but
the
they
same
don't want to
thing?
believe that they can get it. That's the
And
thing.
all y'all girls be like, I don't use a
And
condom.
half the
I don't use
time
a
it's the
condom.
church.
I don't use a condom. I don't use a condom. That's why it's going and spreading because y'all don't want to use a condom.
So somebody said something on one of their, I can't remember which blogger it was I was watching, so I can't give them credit because I don't remember which one it is. But they said, for him to have said that, made that statement, and most of his songs, he's talking about how he is going in
Please say it.
raw all the
Hmm.
time.
Mm.
Girl,
Hmm.
Didn't I say that?
it's your anthem as rappers. A lot of rappers are doing it. So, girl, you sure? You sure you good?
Hmm.
And also, and on
Because
that
a lot
tip,
of these
and on
hoes
that,
be having doctors that just come straight to the house.
and on that
So that's
tip,
why they have no records and none of that. So
and
let's
on
be
that
clear.
tip, and on that tip as well,
Propofol.
right? And on that tip, a lot of you hoes, girl. Somebody else brought this. I can't give the YouTuber credit as well, but I was watching other people talk about it. A lot of you hoes be looking at us, the girls, when we be making sure that we're tested and checked ourselves, girl. Y'all be looking at us like we crazy because
And they rarely go.
because y'all don't go
Well,
nowhere. Y'all just sit in your house,
say
girl.
it for the
Y'all
ones in
just
the
put on
back.
your freakum dress, girl, and go to the club and find a mate, girl. You put on
And
your
don't
little,
let it be a
you
celebrity.
put on your double chain, your double gold chain, girl, to go outside and pick up some women in the club. And the first thing you do is you pull up, you do what you need to do, girl. We ain't hoe shaming over here, girl, because do what you need to do. However, be safe when you do it. But y'all
How
hoes don't even check. to see what you
Baby,
doing with
listen,
yourself.
all they have to be is a celebrity and they are throwing caution to the wind because
It
they
could
feel
be.
like celebrities are automatically without any issues. And that is the dumbest shit that I've ever heard of.
It could be B and C celebrities. They ain't even got to be A celebrities. They could be
Just
C and
And why
F.
you
automatically
talking
Cause
because
y'all
what
about?
you're
was so
trying to
upset.
do most of the time the girls is trying to make sure they have a good baby so they can keep their seed money coming in for the rest of their life,
Mm-hmm.
not even thinking about everything else that they could get if they don't do that. Like I'm just saying, so it just amazes me how
Hey
baby and
man,
Nivea
hey
9 years for
man,
me and it's every 3 months still I don't play
Hello.
because I trust no one
hey
Hmm.
Hello.
man.
And why
at
he sitting up
all.
here talking about some he want a bitch pussy to smell like Aquafina, bitch. Just because it smell like Aquafina, bitch, don't mean it is clean, honey.
Because
Okay.
it don't have a look, it don't have a smell, it don't
It
have any of
don't.
that, girl. Just
Hmm.
saying.
The
You
thing
can
is,
have
and
you can
see,
have
and this
gonorrhea
is
and
this
have
is
a
my thing.
pimple. You can have gonorrhea and have a pimple, and that's the only signs that you ever will have of having gonorrhea.
Yep.
This is my thing, and I'm going.
Educate yourself. Go ahead, baby.
And then also, there's also another thing that I want to say about the baby and him being a punk,
Oh.
because you did a lot of punk behavior, in this Rolling Loud thing, honey. Because now you're in an argument with Megan the Stallion, who you claim to support, honey. You brought her alleged abuser, because again, we have
Right.
all the evidence. You brought this man out right after her performance. Okay, Megan performed before you. Your punk self. Wait, hold on, girl. We're in violent mode. So your punk ass, or as you like to call people, bitch ass, because that's your favorite thing to say to somebody that's calling a bitch ass. So I'm gonna call you a bitch ass nigga
Hmm.
too. Um, you decided to promptly bring her abuser, allegedly, onto the stage in the daggone suit as if it was a joke on
Well,
here.
like he was going to
I
court.
forgot all about that.
So you brought her in. You brought Miss Toralina Lane's girl. You brought Toralina ass on stage right after that. Right after Megan was on there. Before you started this foolishness too. So I'm gonna drag you for that too.
Why was
Cause
he
you
on stage
corny.
in a
Cause
suit?
you corny. You real corny. Just cause you're on it. There's a different kind. There's petty. I like pettiness. Okay. But there's a different kind of petty where you going low down and disrespectful. You gonna pay for that later. And I'm tired of you. And girl, you hitting on women again. And then somebody else was saying, no shade. We gonna talk about this. We can talk about this until we blue in the face, girl. But because the baby is a man in the industry, nothing gonna happen to his ass.
Nope.
Because like Baby said, the gays, they're gonna be right under his skin, supporting his ass still because they self-hating asses gonna be like, well, he wasn't talking about me. He wasn't
Hmm.
talking about me because I ain't one of those
And
girls that
girl,
be
when you
doing
fall out, and I don't,
that's
I
spreading it
had to
low,
check one of my friends.
spreading
I
it
had to
low,
check one of my
spreading it
friends out too.
wide, and all the other stuff. And I'm a classy girl, and da, 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 da. Girl, he don't like you either, girl.
I want to see.
The moment you get on his nerves, girl, he gonna call you
The
everything under
moment
the
that you get
sun.
on his bad side, you're gonna be the first faggot and the last one.
Well, he said he
Hello.
noticed one on his apology video. He was talking about how there was one at his concert in a crop top that was getting his life in
Right.
the front. Out of all the people you saw in the audience, though, you saw her. That's the shit I'm talking about. That's what got you
Right,
stirred up.
right.
You saw her in the front.
So she paid top dollar.
Well, maybe she was the one in the parking lot sucking dick, and she said,
Oh,
"Bitch, thank you for making me a celebrity, and I
I
paid
Hmm.
all
want
this money." And
mm,
that was another thing. The concert wasn't even his concert. So
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Another YouTuber made a valid point, and I wanted to bring that up because, bitch, what if I didn't even pay my money to come see you, and you sit up here and disrespected me by saying
Oh, you talking
just
about
because
Funky
I have
Dineva?
HIV,
You talking about Funky
yes,
Dineva? Because I watched
just
that
because
too.
yes, just because I have HIV, bitch, I didn't pay my money to come see you. Right? In fact, I didn't even know you were gonna be here. So the fact that you're sitting up here on stage and trying to demean me, disrespect, the virus and everything else, not knowing your facts, bitch. Now it would be fine if you got on stage and it was true. Yeah, it might be hurtful.
They
Okay, fine,
are,
bitch.
unfortunately.
but you're not going to sit up here and do all of these things. Bitch, I didn't even pay to come see you. So bitch, now I need a refund. I want all my money back and I want it to come out of your pocket. Bitch, that's how we gonna make
But
that up.
this is my another thing
That's
that I
what that's
can't
what his
stand with
publicist
y'all
should have told
girls.
him to do.
I understand being unapologetic and being who you are.
Since she didn't
There
want to
is
pay that
no
little
God.
two hundred
There's
dollars for
no
that
way.
candy box.
There's no way in my black ass life, girl. I'm gonna be in front of thousands of people, girl, making a good little check. Because again, in the music industry, you get more money in live performances than you get in albums these days because they're streaming, girl. You getting
Hold on,
all this
darling.
money. You
Hold
getting
on,
all.
darling. Hold on. And then I'm about to the girls pay your salary basically whatever however you get paid, regardless of whether you know where your money comes from or not. A real nigga is gonna get his money from a gay person, a bitch, a whoever. Not to excuse a female. I didn't mean to say it, but just whoever. They don't care. A real nigga don't care if you gay or not. Green is green, and they want their money. Whether the nigga on the block selling weed, he don't give a fuck that you gay. Do you got your money? Period. He want it.
He said, "Baby, you got your coins. Ain't that
Right.
what y'all call it? Coins. You got your coins."
Since
Right.
you a real nigga,
But
girl.
continuing on.
I
So
like
I'm sorry.
where did I stop at,
Iggy
baby?
Azalea
Where did I
music
stop
more
at?
than his
Where did I
anyway.
You
stop
was
at,
talking
baby?
about something about uh you went into some
Oh, I was gonna say there's no way. Hold on, let me look at this comment, girl. Let me read it word for word. Anybody who done ever been affected by AIDS, first off, this ain't correct grammar, bitch. First off,
It's the
anybody
baby
girl.
girl.
anybody who done ever, girl.
Girl,
Good
you can
night.
keep this little
And
tired
then
It's
and
apology.
then
Janelle.
effective, girl, is affected, dumbass. Um, what I
Leave
said was
Janelle
insensitive.
alone.
Was insensitive. You sound like Floyd Mayweather, girl. Be friends with that
Girl, keep
dumbass
your
hoe.
apology, keep your
Um,
little God fearing hands.
Girl, I
Girl.
can't with y'all. And
And the
this is
fact
another
that
thing. No, this is
he
another
just
thing. Hold on. Before I even go there, this is another thing. If you such a real nigga, why you apologizing?
And those ain't praying hands anyway. That's high five.
Why you apologizing then? If you such a real nigga, honey,
Yeah.
why you
Say, when I
apologizing
want a
to
piece, what
us?
you eating?
Fish.
Why you apologizing there, girl? Because
I
you
thought that
know
was a
that your money won't be
donut.
affected. That's another thing I'm tired about you girls. But my point that I was making was there's no way with a thousands of people watching me do a live performance, I'm going to make a rant about something that ain't got nothing to do with me making my daggone money. I'm sorry.
Girl,
That,
nothing
For
about the
me,
still trying
show.
to
for
figure
me,
it
that
out.
don't make no sense. To
I don't
me,
think
that don't make no
nobody.
sense.
I don't think nobody has understood why he went on the rant and the rave. Nobody.
I mean, was somebody trying to suck his dick in the parking lot? Like, I'm
No,
confused.
he was mad because he wasn't the one getting it done to him. That's what he
Or he
was mad
wasn't the
about.
one doing it.
That's what he was mad about, girl. You was mad.
agree.
That's why you pointed
I
out the
agree.
girl in the crop top, girl, because you was looking at the crop top and was like, he looked good in this crop top.
Girl, because if he want him to show somebody how to use their throat, girl, I'm more than welcome,
But
girl.
you
That's who it
know,
was. It was India Moore is who I was listening to
Oh,
earlier.
India.
Oh, India. I don't know why I always want to make her name so exotic by calling her India. She's
but
like, bitch, it's India.
you know,
I'm just tired of you
whoever took
girls.
and threw that shoe at him and you came close to busting him upside
I
the
know they
head,
was mad, girl,
I
because
really
it
wish
didn't
that the shoe
connect.
would have went ahead and just
Bitch.
knocked him upside
Who
the
threw a
head.
shoe at
Oh
him?
yeah, they
At the
threw a
concert,
shoe at him.
after he got done saying all that, they took and they slung a shoe at him, was busted about trying to bust him upside the head.
I didn't hear about that.
I
I
wish
didn't
it hit.
know.
I wish it hit his ass in the head too. That's
Then
what
he
I
wanted to
I'm
want
gonna
go
to
off
send you the
about
No, girl,
YouTube
Nettie.
video.
not in the head. I hit him in that $50,000 mouth.
see. Girl, I've
That's still
seen you doing
fucked
it.
up.
Never mind. Let me shut up.
Man, but I keep forgetting you cut your hair off. I
Yeah.
kept looking like, bitch, you got a snatch back.
She trying to be she was tired of being a lady.
Not a snatch bag, say round.
She was trying to
A
be a
snatch back,
dude.
girl. Not a snatch bag.
It's all smooth. Bitch. My
Okay,
hair,
but
The edge still
it
off.
don't
can we
move.
move on?
Oh
She
Lord,
Can
can.
we
have
move
mercy.
on to
Can y'all
Tonetta?
put y'all threes in the comments?
Can we move on
Who
to
is
no
Tonetta?
Tonetta?
Girl, we
Yeah.
call her Tippy Toe.
Tippy Toe Tonetta. I call her Tippy Toe Tonetta. That's what I call her. That's her name.
Girl,
Tippy Toe Tonetta. That's what her is.
we have to
Go
give
right on the head because we about to get ready to get off of here.
Who?
Go right on the head.
You gotta be one of them.
Wait, before you move forward, did you talk about your EG equal MC?
Indeed. I laid them out for a
She
good
did,
30
girl.
minutes.
That's what
You
she
just-
started off. That's what she
For a
started off
good
with.
30 minutes.
She attacked a black-owned business. See,
Oh wait, I want to hear.
I didn't know. No. Hold on. I didn't
Savon, I
attack.
need to hear your take, girl.
I didn't attack Bambi and Lily. I did not attack, did I? I just pointed
What
out
she
facts.
No,
I
she
did
didn't
not
She was
attack.
good. She was
She didn't
good, though,
attack, but
Savon.
since
She
she
was
didn't,
good.
what I will do is attack, girl. Because what you did do was attack my stomach, bitch. I was waiting in this line for an hour and a half, and I get in a motherfucking place of a business, girl, and sit at my seat, and girl, you telling me that the tables
they
are
didn't wait
basically
until you sit down.
are gonna be filled with nothing but crackers, girl.
We had the
Where's
option
my
of leaving
food?
we had the option of leaving in the line. They told us in
Did
the
they
line
tell
that
y'all
the
in
kitchen
line
was
that the kitchen
closed.
was closed?
Yes.
When? I didn't hear that part.
Well, they did.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Well, in the line, they shouldn't have had the option to tell you that the kitchen was closed until
Because we
motherfucking
talked
2.
about it. We talked about that we weren't going to get the macaroni and cheese little thing that they had. Oh, girl, my friend came up with
And
something.
at the grand opening, there should be no kitchen closing until the
I
establishment
agree.
closes.
I agree 100%. They should have had it. They should have kept it open at least throughout the
You
whole
should have
night.
had
It was a
more
Saturday. It
employees.
wasn't a Friday, and
You
it
should have
wasn't
had
until
contract employees.
and it wasn't until Jazmine told me that she said that the place didn't even open until 8. So I'm like, bitch, you had
It
food for
didn't.
2 hours
It didn't open. Yeah.
on a Saturday.
Oh, your
And we
grand.
and we still trying to figure out what was the whole pack up because it was cute. Like I said, it was a cute place. But on a Saturday, you had no adequate parking. You had 2
So
restaurants they could pull your cars if you park in their parking lots. Like
they had the
I
soft
understand
opening while y'all were standing outside for the grand opening. And the soft opening people ate all the food.
Mm.
we don't know.
That's
We ain't
what it
figured that
seemed
part
like.
out. But
I ain't
Uncle
gonna lie,
Bubba
we
did the
was in that
lighting.
line for a minute.
Yes, Uncle Bubba did the lighting.
Mm.
And Keisha was in the kitchen. Keisha said she had
Keisha
to
wasn't
go
in the
home.
kitchen.
We
It was
don't know who was in the
No,
kitchen because we didn't
Keisha
taste
was
nothing.
Keisha was in the kitchen because Keisha had to go home. My baby said I ain't gotta I gotta go. But Keisha,
Well,
we
see,
still got
so
people outside. I
to
gotta
give
go.
this was poor for them. I'm going to say
That's how
because
you
they
know it was
have other
Keisha.
restaurants here
And
that
I
are
said
that are
that.
doing really
And
well,
they should have known
and that
better.
has done. And I agree. And that
Monica
was my
Monica should have
that was my
showed up
complaint.
to tell them you should have known better.
My complaint was the fact that they know how we support their businesses, meaning specifically their businesses here, and it just I don't know where the logic came from. I don't know if you are so successful that you've lost sight of the initial prize, that initial hunger you had when you opened up your very first spot here. You know what I'm saying? Like it seemed really, we got a new team. The new team didn't do their research. We apologize, but I was like, girl, that's not enough. So whereas I would have catered to your business or supported your business more often, it's a place that now me and my friends who love the support, we have no desire to go back at all.
Exactly.
What they should do this weekend
I even
is
said that,
have
Savon. I
another
said to them
grand
that
opening.
I
The
even
grand
said that,
they need to have
Savon,
a
whenever I
grand
come
reopening.
in.
No, they need to just leave it alone because I'm not trying it again. You wasted a significant amount of time that I cannot get back. I am
Baby, they
getting
need to
older.
have
I'm not
lights
getting younger.
outside,
I stayed
the bat
outside in that
signals.
heat,
Right.
bitch, smelling Popeyes and Captain D's, and those
Right.
mixed together is not a sweet, cute smell, honey.
And we're sitting up here hoping that your deodorant was gonna last.
Girl, seeing people from school that I did not want to talk to. There was like 2 people that came that I actually wanted to talk to. There were like 10 people in that line that I went to school with that I did not want to talk to, and was hoping they didn't say nothing because I was gonna lie. I'm not from here.
You know what?
I hate Savon.
I'm not from
I
here.
hate her.
People
I
tell me
really
that
don't.
all the time, but I'm not from here, girl. I was
I
gonna be from
mean,
Pensacola, Florida too.
right. See, my thing though is that it was the inside. It was such a nice little cute little thing on the inside. It would have been something whenever I came in the town. I'd been like, hey, we're gonna go meet up at such and such. I don't want to be bothered with the place. I even said that black owned, black operated businesses, we got to do better. Like we can't just take in you letting success it go. I said everything that you said, but in a different way. I didn't bash him. I just said I don't understand why. And
Surprisingly.
even I did not bash him.
That's
She
why I
was
said
good. She was
surprisingly.
really good.
I bashed Watchmg, but I did not bash them. I was like, you have
Who
to
did you
think
bash?
better.
Who did you bash?
The Buddha and lip
Diaper.
diaper and lip.
Oh, the bag.
Diaper bag.
But I will say, for Little Nas Daddy to come through and question him, several weeks ago, you and my son was okay and we took pictures together, but now y'all want to bring him up in y'all foolishness. I don't understand why
Oh,
they
I ain't
always
even
gotta
talk
have
about that.
Wait,
I ain't talk
wait.
about
yeah.
that
What is
yet. We gotta
that?
talk about that.
Little Nas Daddy came through and read them for filth. Why a
Red
couple weeks
who?
ago,
Tip,
Tip
Tip
tippy
and
toe.
Tipiana,
Tipiana
the big
and
the diaper
Diaper.
bag, diaper
diaper
bag.
bag took and told them, baby, y'all just a few weeks ago, y'all was all up and taking pictures and all this kind of stuff, and everybody think was cute. You
Taking
know,
pictures with who?
Little Nas
Lil
X.
Little
Nas
Nas
X.
X. They was taking pictures with him, but now all of a sudden it's such a scandal. Now they want to take and add him into the bunch.
That's
Oh
That's
because
what
yeah.
this bitch
he
is
got legal
because this bitch
issues.
she is gathering awards and recognition and that
That's what it
bag.
is.
And
That's
she's
what it is.
authentically herself. And they've had to hide in their closet. They've had to hide their inhibitions. They've had to follow the formula that the people told them they had to follow to be successful. And this young queen does not have to. And they're mad about it. They
Mm.
want him to go back into his closet so that he can sacrifice what they had to sacrifice. That is the only thing it can be. Because if your bag is not being stopped and your fans are your fans, you shouldn't care.
Hmm.
Girl, what you
Hello.
should do is get you a Just for Me or an S curl for that nether region because every time we see it, it's nappy. It is very poor looking. You need to groom.
Oh,
Wait,
Savon.
you
Manscaping
need
is
to grow.
amazing.
Yes.
Hold
Savon.
on. Speaking of Manscaped, there is a commercial that goes on your TV screens every time you're on. I'm not on just TV, but on YouTube for Manscaped, girl.
I
So
don't
there should be no
understand.
excuse why all you
Your
whores
boss should be your
look
friend.
I
like a
don't
look
understand
like a woolly
why
mammoth. Like look like a
yes,
woolly mammoth down there, girl. You
in
need to trim,
2021.
girl. And also use soap and water, honey, because that's what it's for. Soap and
Girl,
water to clean your body.
Hold on.
girl,
Also, you need
But
to
can I take
open
up?
your cheeks,
Can I take
girl,
up for
2021.
the
because
women real
nobody's
quick?
trying to see it.
Can
For
I
the
take up
who?
for the women real quick? Because while he's sitting up here talking about give it up for the girls whose pussy smell Aquafina fresh and all this and that and the third, girl, do your balls smell summertime fresh, girl? Why you sitting up here?
That's not
Hello. Hello.
Even though I
let's
like what I
wait,
like, but let's
but
be
hold
clear.
on. What I do know is that when you have that much metal in your mouth, your breath can never be that fresh. It's too much metal with bacteria, honey. So what does your breath smell like, honey? What does those diamonds or cubic zirconias taste like, smell like in your mouth, girl?
well,
It probably smell like
anybody?
cinnamon spit.
Wait.
Somebody's calling your name.
It
Every
Oh,
probably
time he
smells like
talk,
it probably smells like
it
cow
just every time
manure.
he talk, I just be want to put some of this in his mouth. Oh,
Older eliminator.
like
But
girl,
can I stomp on Tipiana real quick?
Tipiana,
Cause,
the
'cause
TPA.
because I haven't given her what I need to give to her. Cause I'm tired of this bitch, girl. I don't know how many times this hoe gotta come out of hiding, girl. Your ass should still be hiding, girl. Why is you out here talking about nothing when you still got a whole court case with you and your wife allegedly drugging and sending the girls and sexually assaulting the girls and all this other stuff? You out
But you
here,
worried about me sucking
but you
dick.
were, but you worrying about somebody. You worrying about defending the dumbass hoe that don't know what the hell he talking about. talking about, oh, Lil Nas is able to do what he's able to do. Lil Baby should be able to do.
You
The
need to be
babies,
worried about
diaper bag,
your
diaper
drug dealer
bag,
leaking at you out here drugging and
blah blah
everything
blah blah
else.
blah.
That's the
Girl,
person.
shut
That
your
woman is
ass
probably the
up.
drug dealer, the person that gave you the pills. So that's probably how she know that you out here drugging the girls, getting them in the bed in the first place.
You should be worried
He
about
gives
that.
me very much.
And then also, again, with you girls and this daggone children shit. If I hear y'all talk about these daggone kids one more goddamn time, I'ma drag you hoes on this. Y'all talk about
Girl,
these kids,
we
girl.
not raising
Oh,
your
the
kids,
kids,
honey.
the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids, this. T.I., in your own life, what have you taught your kids? Oh, you don't know how to be faithful in your marriage, girl. So marriage is not possible for your kids. And one
Mm.
of your daughters had a whole relationship with a man that cheated on her and went right back and back. Girl, you want to know
And
why
got
she did
pregnant.
that? You want to know why she did that? Because that's a generational curse you gave her ass. Because you raised her that way. Girl, that's what you need to be worried about instead of worrying about somebody being gay. You also taught your kids to have kids earlier in their life and not later in their life. So when your sons get older and have kids, don't be surprised, girl. Don't be mad at them when they bring them over for you and Tiny to take care of. Shut your ass the fuck up. You taught their asses
That's
that
if he
too.
out.
Also,
It's the
also,
Miss Bonita energy that he has for me. He's always in the window gossiping about something. He's always
always.
talking about something,
Always.
girl.
All
Always.
he needs is a
With a glass of
Marlboro. All he
lemonade.
How
needs is a
about you give me an update
Marlboro.
on your court case? What's really going on? Let's talk about that more. Let's not try to deflect and bring something else in. We want to keep energy on you and Miss Piggy. I don't mean her no disrespect, girl, but
But
it
she
is
y'all
what it
see,
is.
Oh,
Mm.
oh my goodness.
I just
Wade
want to disappear.
in the
Oh my goodness.
water.
Oh my God.
Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna dribble.
Coco, girl.
Whoa,
When I
girl.
saw your pic, I was like, bitch, is that Storm?
Oh,
And the
Bitch,
shade
you is
continues.
painted.
The shade
Bitch.
starts now.
No, bitch, she is giving me like she is painted.
I
Baby,
didn't
the
know that
I
was
hate
her
eyes.
at
you
first
hoes
because
so
she
bad.
changed her
It's a
name.
huh?
I didn't
Huh?
know who she was at first because she changed her name. She was
Baby,
like
I
Bam
kept saying
Bam.
Coco with
So I
a
was like, is
D.
she
I'm like,
talking to
wait a
me?
minute. That's and I said, oh bitch, she is dusted. Yes, ma'am,
I'm
girl.
screaming.
She is
Because it
giving
was
me
Coco with the T, wasn't it? Now it's Coco D, Coco with the D TV or something.
Yeah, she
it's
changed it.
always been
That's why I
Coco
was
with a
like, oh,
D and the
uh,
T or something was like her slogan
yeah, it
for
was
YouTube.
Coco
But
with the
no,
T.
No, but
she
she
is
changed
giving
her
me
name though.
Storm,
She changed her
baby.
name.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Because I
and
looked, I
she
was
had a
like,
most sickening, like platinum bitch Storm. Yes, ma'am.
I can't say man.
Does she not? Is she not give you Storm? I'm
I had to
serious.
look at it more. Girl.
She's giving me Storm, honey, baby.
I
From what
don't
I
know,
can
But
but T,
yeah,
I
I'm
tell.
started
tired
to
of
give
you
me
girls and these
grasshopper.
kid shit, girl. Y'all keep giving your kids generational curses every 5 days.
Well, they want to talk about raising kids, but they kids can twerk and
Yeah,
juicy
all of
wop
that.
better than
You
me at 5.
you can do all of that.
But
All of that is
but
okay.
can't regurgitate their ABCs and 1 2 3s. But baby can
Look,
twerk and all the
we
other.
say, Boom, I'm gonna go old school. They can't even regurgitate the 23rd song.
Well, girl, a lot of us ain't trying to
Sure can,
regurgitate the
girl.
Bible
No
all the
shade.
time,
I ain't
girl.
going
But
to
at
drag.
least you need
I
to
ain't
know
going to drag the. I ain't going to
your
drag them
numbers
for
and
that.
your ABCs. Only the church kids will be giving you Psalms 23 and
Yeah,
5, girl.
girl. And I forgot that
And,
one
and,
10
and
years
gonna be
ago.
on, and most of them gonna be on a pole by 15 because they
Living in
done got
all
the
my
Bible.
sin, I
They done
still
had the
know that
Bible
verse.
forced down their throat so doggone much. They
Good.
ready to get out and
Well,
be
what about Lil Tom Tom?
sinful.
Can't even spell his real name. He think his real name is Lil Tom Tom,
But
and
he
it's
can go out here and regurgitate all of
Taylor
the
Jelona.
baby, aka Darisha's lyrics.
Savon,
Hmm.
It's the reach up with the microphone for me.
Savon.
I
Right.
just wanted to make sure you all
Oh, is
heard.
that what you've been doing? Because I'm like, girl, who
Mm-hmm.
is up here? I'm like, girl, what is it?
Girl, because you know she has the mic all the
I
way
just
up.
wanted to make sure that it was heard.
Right.
Girl, she, I'm like, girl, who is up here?
Savon likes to make sure that the mic is not seen but
Because
heard.
yeah, I don't typically like that.
I'm like, girl,
We want
she
production
looking
out
at
the way.
Yeah. I understand, Auntie. I understand, girl.
you didn't see me doing that when you was talking. I'm sitting there like, girl, where is she looking at?
I wasn't even looking because I was too busy looking and
No,
palming.
she was too busy looking for a reason. That's what she was looking for, a reason.
Yes,
Girl.
baby. Let me check AG. Hold on,
She was reading the ceiling for the
baby.
next read, honey. Okay.
Okay. She was waiting for the spirits to give her another read to give.
Oh
Yes,
Lord, now
bitch.
little Boosie trying to get into it now,
Oh, girl.
Now Boosie just need to open. Never mind. Let me shut
and
that
she
up.
look
Yes.
dead.
Hold on. Let me
Boosie
just
look
say it,
dead.
girl. Like I said, I'm in violent mode today. Lil Boozy is mad because when he was in the jail,
Lil Boosie
girl,
for me.
he didn't get his cheeks smacked. That's why he's mad.
Wait,
Lil
He was
who
Boozy
mad.
did
needs to.
you say?
Lil
Lil
Boosie is
Boozy.
mad because when he was in jail and he walked in on that sex that he saw and keeps regurgitating multiple times on every platform, any chance that he gets, girl, he's mad that he couldn't join in because
So
He
he's
what
a
did
wanted to
he
celebrity
get.
and
He
that he's
wanted to
not.
get. He wanted to get face planted into the
While he
daggone
talking about
shower
some,
head.
he didn't know that the little thing on the door
She
meant
knew.
that we
She
was
knew.
in it. No, bitch, you knew what it was.
She
You
knew.
went in there
what
because you
did he
wanted to
say
see,
about the
and then you
situation?
was mad because your piece of trade that you wanted was in there digging somebody else's guts out.
And not you.
Murderer
And he ain't want
aggravated
you because you look like a daggone regurgitated
bitch.
centipede girl with nothing back there, girl. That's why
Girl,
he
he
ain't
was
want
like chewed up
you.
food.
So what did he say though?
You look like you decomposing whore from the
He looked
outside,
like
bitch.
chewed
That's
food.
what you look like,
I'm
bitch.
about to
That's why
go.
he ain't want you, bitch.
All right, y'all.
Oh,
Well, it's been real. I'm gonna take my ass on.
Yes, we finna we finna do
Y'all
the
don't go
That's
out
same.
why
and
I'm
reset.
tired of you who was girl. Again,
Y'all
another
don't.
one talking about the children, girl. When you had your niece, your nephews get raped by a daggone older woman
Oh, no,
talking about
Derisha
some
Jenkins.
oh,
talking about we need to raise these kids the right way. That's Boosie is, but you pretty much molested and raped
Had the
your own
same woman that sucked his dick, sucked
girl.
his son dick.
Y'all need to figure out what y'all need to figure out
So, in
first
your
before
mind,
you
that
try
made
to
your
come for
son
the
a man.
girls.
That makes your son a man
Because
because he got some head from a grown woman.
and
Okay.
girl, all of that does not mean that your son is not going to turn out to be one of
Mm,
the queerest either, girl. So I
mm,
don't know why you think that's going to happen, girl. There are
mm,
bisexual people out here, girl. So just
mm,
because they're not gay, girl, does not mean that they're still not going to be attracted to manhood. So
mm,
what are you really solving with this foolishness, girl?
mm.
Um, so
So sit your decomposed ass somewhere else, girl, and shut up. And Tipiana, worry about your legal cases, girl, because you got all the money in the world, girl. So you probably gonna pay that off, girl. We ain't gonna hear about that for another 5 to 10 years, girl. And then something's gonna happen.
Well, I don't know about all the
Also I
money in
need
the
to read
world.
you girls again because I'm tired of you girls with the
so
R. Kelly thing, girl. I
I
need
was
to
just
read y'all hoes on
the
that.
deposition just came out, and one of the boys that R. Kelly was with, it was a boy.
I'ma drag you hoes. Can I drag people right now? Because I'm in the mood. Put me on the confession mode, please. Because I'm tired of y'all hoes. Y'all hoes get on my nerves.
Kelly Price tag.
Y'all now y'all want to take R. Kelly down along with the black women that have been talking about how he's been sexually assaulting women for years and 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 years. Now because it was a man that accused him, girl. Now all y'all want to be on the side of the women, girl. Really, the homophobia always pops out from you, girl, and it never fails. Y'all hoes need help. You need to go to therapy. You need to figure out what's wrong with y'all. Because y'all are stupid as hell. You deserve nothing. You deserve dirt. You're stupid. I'm tired of it. That's why your kids don't come up to your behinds anyway to tell you nothing. Because they know you dumb. All right, I'm done. Take me off confessional, girl. I'm tired of these hoes. Get on my nerves.
Coco D stupid. She said just the tip father should have checked his
Well,
finances.
since you there, go ahead and tell them where they can find you at. We finna get ready to get out of here, and don't forget
You
that
can
we're
find
on Spotify.
you can find my ratchet self on my channel as Island Artist, where I'm a lot calmer on there, girl. I'm still crazy, girl, because I'm talking about music and I get excited. So, if you like music, you like people reacting to videos and all that content stuff, you can find me on my channel at Silence Artist. That is ZILENTARTIZT. I wanted to be extra, girl. That's why that Z's are there, girl. But follow me on there on YouTube. Also, make sure you follow all my family on here, girl, and support everyone. They'll give their taglines as well. Again, the name is ZILENTARTIZT. Sign artist. To find me there, girl. See y'all later, girl.
All right, baby. Hold for just a second. Bambi, you got anything to say?
Girl, y'all have a good week, girl.
All righty then. Lee with
My God, today. You all can find me on all platforms at mx.leander. Thank you all for joining. If you're listening on Spotify, thank you for listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Come over to YouTube and make sure you join, honey, because Miss Jasmine Define is giving you great content. Make sure you join and sponsor all these great content creators on our show. Thank you all for coming, and I hope you learned something tonight, not just for shade, but literally this is just a learning experience, and hopefully we're educating you all to be better people, better human beings. Thank you all for coming, and hope to you all see you all soon.
all right, baby. Hold on just a second. I listen special shouts out to the one and only the D baby. The lyric is in the building. The Coco D T. Look back at it. Leslie Dunn came in. The one and only Miss Nivea, right? Blah blah from Ohio. Was T baby. Um, Jatari. Oh, I like that your what you was talking about today on Instagram, Jatari too. So yeah, I'm with it, baby. You know, my final thoughts of the whole situation is this. It's very simple, as I say each and every time. If you can't be yourself, love yourself, who the hell else can you be? If you can't love yourself, be yourself, who the hell else can you be? Let's just keep it 2000. I'd like to thank each and every one of y'all for coming in and joining each and every one of us this evening. I do have once again, for those that would like to and want to be a part of, I am having a special um I'm having a special divine zone. It's going to be an intimate talk. Um, it's going to be a vulnerable place. I may open it up. I may not open it up. I'm not for sure. But the entitlement of that show is called "Rape Is Real" in the transgender and gay community. It's going to be at 8:10 on Thursday. I may move it to 8:30 because I don't know how long it's going to be. Um, Members, I think I'll be in there with y'all tomorrow night for good 15, 20, 30, 45 minute session. Talking about some upcoming things that are coming on and coming up or whatever. Um Again, to MC Square Place that's in Nashville. No tea, no shade, but y'all please get it together. It looked like it could have been a nice, cute little spot, but I'll never know because I'll never go back there and visit again. Um, Diaper Bags, aka the baby, uh, Ti with legal problems, um, and anyone else that views life through a one-sided glass, a very shallow glass. Those of you all that feel like that you have to take and put someone else down in order to make yourself look better, when all you're doing is really taking and putting the microscope on you even more. Because people are entitled to their opinions. I truly understand that people are entitled to their opinions. It's just like anything that we discuss on here. It's just our opinions on it. None of us are legal vice therapists. None of us are legal psychiatrists or any of that stuff. But it is our opinion, and you're entitled to have this opinion. But when your opinion comes across the masses, and so many people get injured by your opinion or get offended by your opinion, when does it stop? And then to some of my gays out there that are, I just don't understand that some of my gays out there that say that you want to rock with your community, you want this to happen and you want that to happen. but you still take people that shows you over and over again that they're homophobic and they hate you. Why rock with those people that hate you? I don't understand that. What is so good to be in the presence of someone that could care one way or the other whether you live or die? And they've said that to you in so many ways that they hate you. Are you that upset with yourself that you choose to allow someone to hate you and you accept it? I love me too much. I've been through too much hell to allow somebody else's opinion of me to take into change the thoughts that I have of myself. And I'd be damned if I'm gonna take and spend money with people on a person that has already told me one, they're disrespectful, two, they don't give a damn about me and mine. Sure, my $20, sure, my $50, sure, my $100 may not mean make a hill of beans to you and the money that you come across, but that was one more 20, that was one more 50, there was one more $100 that you could have had, but you won't have anymore. If we can't learn to take care of ourselves in the black community, in the black gay queer community, who gonna watch out for us? We start the revolutions, but then we get thrown away to the wayside. We help out with the revolutions. We plan the revolutions. We lay the foundation for the revolutions. We get erased from the history of the revolutions because we're not good enough. We're not seen as equal. So when will you look inside yourself to see that you are equal? When are you going to validate yourself, black queer, black gay, black trans, black lesbian? When are you going to do it for self? We often go through life and we feel like that somebody else has got to validate who we are. A wise person told me, my knee baby was sitting and we was talking. Why outsource your power? Your power lives within you. Why look for someone else to validate what you already know about yourself? Bump what a person thinks, bump what a person feels, bump how they care about how you live your life. Oh, saying this word, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Is one of the biggest lies as we all have been taught. Because a person can say to you a million and one things that is positive that you do, and they can give you 5 words that were critiquing you, and you will never remember all those million and one words that was the positive. Those 5 words is the words that will take and make or break you. Learn to be who you are. Learn to look inside self so that self can heal self. Self can give power to self. We all go through things. That's just life. Hopefully, he's going to take this as a stepping stone for him to better himself. If not, I'll never know. He was irrelevant beforehand, and he's back irrelevant again to me. After the day, I probably will never talk about him again. It is what it is. Ti, irrelevant. He had one or two little bumps that I used to bump, and I don't even bump that no more. Because whenever you could have wherever it like got played out for the 150th thousand time on the radio, maybe not even that much. I got tired of it. I got tired of that after the third time. I'm not one of those people to listen to repetitive stuff over and over and over and over. Even when I did drag, I listened to the song 3 times. After the third or the fourth time of me doing that particular song in a course of 6 or 7 months, I don't retouch stuff like that. It's irrelevant to me. You're irrelevant. Make yourself relevant. Make yourself something that you want to be. If you need inspiration, look towards people for inspiration, but be yourself. Love yourself. At the end of the day, it's only us that can make us us. At the end of the day, it only takes you to validate you. At the end of the day, the strength comes from you, not the next person that's validating you. We can get on here, rant, rave, cuss, fuss, and fight as much as we want to, but to the change comes from you, the change is not going to come. A wise person once said is that pay attention to the business that pays you. So if what he's talking about is not paying you any, why pay him any of your attention? Hurt spews hurt to other people. Baby, I send you this. The baby and T.I. and whoever else wants to get on this whole, y'all need to get yourselves together. Fix you. Work on you. Make yourself a better human being. Humans in general, we're never meant to be solitude people. We're sociable people. But people like you make people isolate themselves. Words that you have spoken about a group of people can make one person out of that commit suicide because they feel like they're not worth living. And I challenge you that was thinking about that suicide, look deeper. Realize you're worth fighting for. The hell with what a person says about you. Until then, I'm off my soapbox, y'all. God only made one you. You can only be you. I love each and every one of y'all. And remember, there's always beauty in the scars. I love you. If nobody else has told you that today, I love you. And it's a very much agape love. I love you.
You say you're broken, I'm here to heal. You say you messed up, I'm here to build. I'm offering a love that sees beyond your fears. And if you ever doubt yourself, then baby, know I'm here. You never have to question my love. And when you're down, know I'm there to pick you up. And if the world ever causes you to question who you are, my love will never change for you, no. I found beauty in your scars.